What kind of ghostwriter should you be? Email copywriter? Twitter ghostwriter? Blog post ghostwriter? I can do them all. Wrong answer. You need to specialize in one of them. I've written over 500 emails, 1,000 blog posts, 600 tweets. Here's my advice. Number one, consider the style of writing. So first off, I didn't start learning how to write every kind of writing at once. I wasn't an email, blog post, Twitter man when I first started. I didn't try to master emails, ads, tweets, landing pages, blog posts, lead magnets, and more all at the same time. I dove into the style I liked the most when I first started. So I was learning copywriting from day one, 5 years ago, direct response copywriting. But for some reason, I connected the most with blog writing. Even though blog post writing is technically more content writing. It's less salesy and more informational and educational and practical. So why did I connect with that kind of writing more at the beginning? I like teaching. So back when I was a kid, I thought I was going to be a high school teacher when I grew up. It didn't work. It didn't happen. And I'm glad I never went down that path. But I like teaching people still. So I think that's why I connected more with blog posts, because I could explain a concept using the what, why, how format in a logical flow. And, it's something people want to know. Here's the answer broken down into simple step-by-steps. It wasn't until 6 months into my writing journey, after I'd already made thousands of dollars with blog post writing, that I dove into my second specialty, which is email. So at the time, I felt like diving into something that was closer to direct response copy, which was the kind of writing that I originally studied and trained in when I first started. So that's why I kind of started to go into more email as well and started to skill stack. Emails are much more personal than blog post writing. They're less formal than most blog posts, more relational, more casual, more focused on selling as well. So after I learned email, so that was my second specialty, I dove into Twitter, so writing tweets. Tweets are a writer's playground. You get quick feedback on your writing. You don't need to necessarily write huge, in-depth piece of content, and you can say a lot with a few words. And engaging with the community is kind of half the fun of writing on Twitter, honestly. But for you need to figure out what kind of writing you like the most. More than anything, more than like income potential or like what people tell you is the best opportunity or whatever. Start writing the thing you like, because if you don't like writing the kind of writing you're doing, you're just going to give up and it's not going to be fun. And the whole point is to build a business that you actually enjoy, rather than just do something because it's the only way I'm going to make money online or something like that. That's not what you should do. If someone told you, like writing in-depth technical writing is like huge, massive books on like product manuals is the biggest moneymaker right now, best opportunity, I would tear my eyes out if that was the kind of writing I had to do, because it sounds boring to me and I wouldn't enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, it's going to be really hard to make money from it. So the first and most important thing for you is to find out what kind of writing you like the most. So coming back to the whole blog post thing, emails, tweets, I'll tell you this much. Blog posts, they're usually bigger, more in-depth, practical. They usually teach on a logical flow and a step-by-step. Tweets, they're much more focused on short form. You can still do in-depth, long-form pieces. You can still do threads, which you should do. But usually it's less focused on super in-depth pieces. And then the other aspect is emails. Emails, you can still go into teaching and practical stuff, but email ghostwriting is much more focused on personalized stories. So closer to Twitter in that sense. But now we're talking about actually making offers. With blog posts, you're not going to be usually making a strong offer at the end or throughout, and you're not going to be typically salesy. You're going to go to a landing page at that point. With tweets, similar idea. You're not going to be hard selling on a lot of your tweets, but with email, you can actually toy the line where you are both implementing content writing, storytelling, making it more personalized. It's more casual, but you can also implement salesy stuff. So like direct response copy, making an offer right from your email. So figure out what kind of writing you like and start there. The second thing is to look at the income potential of the type of ghostwriting you're into. So let's just face the facts. You're not here for fun. You're here to make money. And if you love a writing specialty, but it's not going to help you quit your job, then just move on. For example, you might love creative writing and you might love writing fiction. Be my guest and start writing. Go after your dreams and your passions. I'll tell you this much though. It's going to be near impossible to make a full-time income from it within a year. Like it's that path is just way harder to break into. It could take you years to build up your name as an author in the fiction world, writing actual books. But if you want to make money faster, learn digital writing. Use the digital writing to fuel your fiction writing dreams. So digital writing is the kind of writing that grows businesses. So it's the kind that attracts an audience, nurtures an audience, or converts an audience. It's the kind of writing that within 6 to 12 months, you could be halfway around the world, writing from world-class coffee shops by day and eating pad thai by night on the streets of Chiang Mai, Thailand. That's what digital writing did for me. And I only got there because I chose to learn the kind of writing that's monetizable quickly. So what about emails, tweets, and blog posts? Well, tweets and blog posts are top of funnel writing. So it's the kind that you use to attract an audience. So you're pulling an audience in, you're turning people from strangers into followers. But you're also further away from a conversion. So people first come into your sales funnel at the top through tweets and blog posts and maybe like something like YouTube videos, so YouTube script writing. There's a way to go to get to a conversion in most cases. Most cases, you're not going to be making a huge amount of sales directly from social media. You draw people down towards being a customer by getting them into your email list, mid-funnel, and then down to like a sales page or a product page, which is bottom of funnel. So keep this in mind. The closer your writing is to an offer and eventually a sale, the more money you can make. So this means that you can make the most money by writing actually sales pages. And at this point, you're not technically like a ghostwriter, you're a direct response copywriter. But because you're at the bottom of the funnel, you're able to make the most money. It's the final step right before someone buys. So your writing has the biggest impact on revenue at that point in time. So you can earn the most being a sales page copywriter. That's what I thought I was going to do at first. But I wasn't a big fan for some reason. Blog posts and tweets are further away from a sale. They're up here. So they have a lower income potential than sales page writing. Emails are somewhere in between, mid-funnel. So you can use email to nurture your audience, but you can use them to warm up your audience to a sale. You can even sell directly within an email. So there's higher income potential if you choose to be an email copywriter or email ghostwriter down here in the mid-funnel, rather than a Twitter ghostwriter or SEO blog ghostwriter. Number 3, start experimenting. So where do you start? The easiest way is just start experimenting. Start writing out different types of copy. See which ones you like the most, which resonate the most. When I first started, I thought I was gonna be the world's greatest sales page writer because I was training from like the legends like David Ogilvy and Gary Halbert, Gary Bencivenga, and I was rewriting their sales letters, their winning sales letters from the 80s and 90s as I was training every single day as a new copywriter. But I guess what? I didn't really like writing sales pages. The more I wrote them, the more I was like, I don't know if this is the right specialty for me. But I started to write blog posts and I had a knack for them right away. It was easier for me to write them and it was more enjoyable. So that's what I chose to master first. Now I can make $300, $400 a day writing a blog post or an email for a client in about 3 to 4 hours. So blog posts, emails, and now I write a few tweets a day to build my audience. So I've learned 3 specialties over the years: blog post ghostwriting, email ghostwriting, and Twitter ghostwriting. But I started with one. It's crucial. Like if you want to get clients quickly and you want to get 5, 10K a month faster, you have to do the same. Pick one. Don't try to master all of them at once. Pick one, master that one. And then once you've done that and you're actually making money from that, don't quit till you're making money from the thing. After that, then expand your skill set if you want. This doesn't mean you can't write any tweets or a newsletter or a blog post all in the same day or week. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is spend the majority of your time writing when you're leveling up your writing every day on one of those. So maybe if you decide you want to be a blog post ghostwriter, I would still encourage you, still write a tweet or two a day, still write a weekly newsletter, but focus the majority of your time throughout the week writing blog posts over and over and over again. That's what I did. I started with blog posts and I got my first client in 6 weeks and quit my job a month and a half after that. I was out of my job and in Thailand, month 6, month 7, Australia, Thailand with my wife, and built up the business from there. So pick one, master it, expand your skill set. If you enjoyed this, follow @StoryCopy for more and subscribe.